Hey friends, today I'm going to show you how I make clear slime. First you're going to need some clear glue. I've got Elmer's, then some glycerin, borax powder. You're also going to need a jug to mix the borax powder in and some measuring spoons. I use 1 teaspoon measuring spoon and a sauce bottle I've got there so that you can put the solution in there. A 1 cup measuring cup, a teaspoon and some gloves. So first you're going to get your borax powder. You can find that in the laundry section at the supermarket, and your 1 teaspoon measuring spoon. It is 1 teaspoon of borax powder to 1 cup of water. Here I'm doing 2 teaspoons of borax powder to 2 cups of water because that's what I know fits in my sauce bottle there. So then you're going to add some boiling water from the kettle. Get an adult to help you if you are younger, and give it a bit of a stir. Pour it into the sauce bottle. And then you're going to want to top it up with cold water, just from the tap is fine, right up to the top of the bottle, right there. So I did that off camera. And then you screw it on, give it a bit of a shake, and it's ready. Then you're going to want to put some gloves on, just because it's clear glue. We don't want to get any discoloration happening from oils in your hands. And then I've got my 1 cup measuring cup and pouring in the glue. In this video, I actually do 4 cups of glue just because I wanted to make a bigger batch. But if you want to make just like 1 slime, then just do 1 cup of glue. Here I'm adding the glycerin, which I did 4 squirts of glycerin. To 1 cup of glue, you can just do 1 squirt of glycerin. Glycerin's really, user's choice. You kind of play around with it, see how much you like in there. Then I've given it a bit of a stir, started to add the borax solution. And you want to just keep doing this, just add bit by bit. You don't want to over-activate the slime. The good thing about clear slime is that you can over-activate it a little bit. You kind of want it to be like that, because it is going to be sitting there in the tub, clearing up over the next week to 2 weeks, depending how big the batch is. Knowing when the slime is ready is a little tricky, but an easy tip is see how it's pulling away from the bowl quite easily now, and then it usually means that you've got enough borax in there. Here I've just added a little bit to my hand so I can actually go in there properly and it doesn't stick to me. Activating slime is definitely an intuitive skill, so it does take practice, but you will get there eventually. Here I just took out a little bit of slime. It's actually a good trick just to see where it's at. See if you actually do want to add a little bit more borax, or if you're happy with how it is, just in case you ruin the whole batch. It's better to ruin a little piece than ruin the whole batch. But yeah, here you can hear that crunching when I'm stretching it out, and that is the borax. It's still activating. So while it's still making that sound, it's still activating. So you kind of want to stop putting borax in at this point and just really stretch it out and play with it a bit to gauge where it's at. Here I'm happy with it, so I am getting a container, an airtight container, and I'm chucking it in there, and it is all ready to sit on my shelf for probably the next 1 to 2 weeks. So I let the slime sit for about a week, and it is pretty clear. It does have a few air bubbles still in there, as you can see, so I want to let it sit for probably, couple more days. It should be good, but I just thought I'd show you where it's at. Keep your eyes peeled for the next video, where I will be doing a bit of an experiment adding Orbeez to the slime. See you next time.